94.3. Okay, and welcome to 94.3 Local Radio. You're listening to The Breakfast Team. I'm Jim.
And I'm Andy. And with just 2 weeks left to the local election, today on 94.3, we're proud to provide the role that the BBC refuses to play anymore by offering a fair and unbiased opportunity for both of the political candidates.
Yes, we're here today with both Jose and Ramon in this question and answer session, so they can put forward the reasons why they feel they should be elected.
Okay, so Jose, if we may start with you.
No!
Okay. Well, Ramon, if we can start with you.
What is it, faggot?
Just a few questions about...
No! You question me!
No, Ramon, that's what we're here for. These are questions from the public.
I will not answer any questions!
Okay, Jose, can we ask you any...
No!
Okay.
Looks like we're ending here a little earlier than we expected.
Yes, Andy, and well, things are certainly heating up here with the run-up to the local election.
That's right, Jim. And if by heating up you're alluding to the massive wave of car bombs and house fires that have been sweeping the county, I'd say you're right on the money.
Yes, I am, Andy. That's exactly what I'm referring to. And listeners out there shouldn't take Andy's right on the money comment to be in any way inferring to the idea that I may have taken money to look the other way or even been paid to get involved in the recent wave of terror.
Not involved at all, are you, Jim?
Not involved at all, Andy. And of course, if I was going to get involved, I'd have the good sense to back the man that obviously should be backed.
The man who started this whole affair in debacle.
A businessman, Andy, trying to do business in the face of a psychotic maniac who you seem to be backing.
Not backing anyone, Jim. Not backing anyone. But of course, if I was to back someone, I'd give some thought as to who is most likely to win.
And to treat you most favourably afterwards, Andy?
Oh, I think that's a little bit of the pot calling the kettle black now, isn't it, Jim?
And of course, Andy here used to be a communist.
Oh, fuck off, did I? Okay. Jim's a churchgoer.
Not on a regular basis.
How'd you feel about the gays, Jim?
Never stopped us being friends, Andy.
Oh, fuck off. You calling me gay? Look, that was one incident on holiday, 2 confused months living with that guy in Newcastle, and 13 unrelated occasions. You've got some nerve.
And of course, that week swimming in Egypt.
I've never been to Egypt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was sure you'd been deep in denial.
It got to be a century-old gag that, Jim. Well done.
Got to agree with you, Andy. Pretty bad joke of mine, and that's because I'm such a lazy scriptwriter, I haven't so far submitted so much as a single joke for this episode.
Well, Jim, if you are going to leave me to write the entire episode, I'm going to make you say things like,
my name's Jim and I suck on big hairy gorilla balls.
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
And now, over to the news.
Hello and welcome to Local News Radio.
All of the residents of Upper Hansbury have gone missing in what the police are calling a real head-scratcher. The residents of Upper Hansbury, who it would seem disappeared sometime on Friday night, have left no clues as to their whereabouts, although the police have said that they have found a large flaming pentagram in the town square, along with hundreds of copies of a black magic chant. The local zoo is finally allowed to sell food again after receiving a 3-year ban for selling hot dogs made out of koala bears. The snack, which was made by accident at first, went on to become an instant hit, and the zoo, at one time, had the largest koala breeding program in the world, before pressure from animal rights groups forced the Department of Health to close them down for not fulfilling EC guidelines and for selling hot dogs in napkins inscribed with morbidly pornographic limericks about koala death. The zoo owner is said to be delighted with the new recipe. The county's largest event, the cannibal race, has been banned by international law. The race, which has been deemed satanic and wicked by the church and banned under local and national law, took its case to the International Courts of Human Rights this week, where it received harsh condemnation by the presiding judges, who described the race as monstrous and inhuman, and have refused to repeal the national laws banning the race, saying, with no start line and no finish line, and no limits on duration, this so-called race is no more than a mandate to legalize cannibalism.
.3
Okay, we're back with the two candidates in this year's local election, Jose and Ramon.
And this time, they have agreed to answer some questions from the public.
I did not agree to this.
Yes, you did. We just spent 3 minutes.
Yes, you did, Ramon, you crazy bastard! We both just agreed to it.
I promised nothing. Nothing!
Okay. Looks like we're going to have to pass over to our next section even sooner than last time. And at this rate, we'll have no show left at all.
That's right, Andy. So now let's play a little excerpt from Tim Hartlebroth's programme about Archbishop John Godfrey's, who's recently been canonised.
94.3.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. I'm here with the former Archbishop, now Saint Godfrey. Saint Godfrey, quite a different look for you now.
Yes, gone are the robes of clergy, as now I have been fully galvanised, extended by 8 feet, with 2-track wheels and an 18-inch borehole.
And what do you intend to do now that you've been canonized?
I intend to go out and fire out the love of Jesus through my new barrel.
And just how will you do that precisely?
By blowing up and destroying every gambling den I find.
Not a very Christian attitude.
A cannon is not a very Christian instrument.
Too true. Back to the studio.
94.3.
Back to you, Tim.
94.3.
Nothing else really to report, I'm afraid. So it really is back to the studio.
94.3.
Back to you, Tim.
94.3.
I've got nothing else to say. That was the end of my report. So, back to the studio.
94.3.
Back to you, Tim.
94.3.
You two want to knock it off? This isn't funny. I know why you're doing this. You're doing this because... some good old 94.3 fun with one of our reporters there.
Yes, indeed. And now it's time for the local shipping forecast. Dogger's car, patchy when dry. Boy band fan, damp, becoming wet. Some old man, calm, but becoming windy. And shipping forecast sketch, good, becoming dull.
94.3.
Welcome back to 94.3 Local Radio. We're still having a little difficulty in getting the two candidates in this year's election to agree to an on-air interview.
And so against our best judgment, we're going to pass it over to the sports team who are currently watching a cricket match.
Oh God, no.
Too late, Jim.
And you join us here today with the cricket match between Cleesborough and Moorfield, which has descended into a fury of bloodshed and mayhem in what can only be described as one of the best matches this year.
That's right, John. The air of bad will that has been surrounding this game has spilled out onto the pitch with open acts of hostility and aggression.
Aggression that has built up and been released in a stunning and horrific battle that has broken out between the two sides. Already we see many of the Cleesborough fielders having been bludgeoned and laying all around the boundary as Moorfield's batting team unleash a ferocious attack on their Cleesborough counterparts.
Yes, indeed, Alan. This isn't your usual game of cricket.
Indeed not, Alan, and Cleesborough's remaining squad there, forming together a circle to summon up the demon Kailas Bahaba.
Yes, Alan. Kailas Bahaba has been Cleesborough's go-to demon this season. They've summoned him up 5 times already, and I think he's on for a double hat-trick.
A bloodthirsty, terrifying demon from beyond the grave.
And a fantastic all-rounder.
He is indeed, Alan, known for his rather tricky spin balls and for ripping off opponents' heads. And it looks like Cleesborough formed their circle. They finished their chanting and... oh, what a surprise! It's the Demon Warshala!
A bad choice, John. He's terrible at cricket.
Terrible at cricket and known for his flippant changes of heart. I think Cleesborough may have made a very bad choice here, Alan.
I just said that myself, John.
And there he goes, ripping and smashing his way through the Moorfield batting team. And now he's stopped to do some knitting.
Well, that's a fetching jumper he's fashioning there, but it's not going to help his teammates stay alive.
No, indeed, Alan. And oh my! It looks as though Moorfield has somehow recruited Dr. Dooms to play for their team. Well, I think this match is going to be over rather quickly now, don't you, Alan?
He's a big money player, John, and he'll ruin the game. I don't care for the man.
I'll be careful what you say about our Dark Overlord, Alan. And yes, he's wiped out the entire Cleesborough team, and the Demon Warshala are there. Still just knitting.
Well, it's a disappointing end to a boring game of a tedious sport, John.
94.3. You're listening to 94.3 local radio.
And we're back with the two candidates in this year's local election.
And after having to pay both men a huge bribe, they are now finally willing to answer some questions for us.
Okay, Jose, if we can start with you. What do you think about the local hospitals?
Drugs. When I think of hospitals, I think of drugs. People who buy drugs. People who sell drugs. People who need drugs. That is what I think of. All of the drugs that are stored there. Drugs.
Thank you, Jose. And Ramon, what do you think about the local hospitals?
Hospitals are for the weak. The weak should be crushed.
Thank you, Ramon.
I know what you are thinking, but you are wrong. That is not why hospitals turn me on.
Okay. Thank you, Ramon.
You may thank me.
Thank you, Ramon.
You may thank me.
Well, thank you, Jose.
And thank you, Jim.
Silence, faggot!
I've got...
Silence!
He's got to ask some questions, Ramon. It's a double act radio show.
No, he may not ask me. You may ask me his questions. But he's my friend now. He may ask me questions, yes. But he must not look me in the eye, huh? I'm joking. He has to look me in the eye. And if he blinks, I will know he is a coward.
Okay, Ramon.
Coward!
Ramon,
Yes, faggot.
how do you intend to...
You want to ask me about my nice suit, sir? Don't you, faggot? You want to look at my ass, huh? Don't you, faggot?
No, not gay, Ramon, but thank you. So, how do you feel about crime in the local area?
There is not enough.
And Jose, how do you feel about crime levels in the local area? If you make a law, you make a crime. If there is too much crime, there is too much law. We must kill the police as they sleep in their beds, peacefully, quietly. Screaming.
Okay, a few questions from the public now. Oh dear. We really have got some right morons living out there in the county, haven't we? I'm sorely tempted to read some of these out. Here's one. How do the candidates propose to stop the sea god Neptune preying on the coastal towns of the county?
Neptune, the sea god.
Yes, he's been preying on the coastal towns over the last 6 years.
His business is the sea. Mine is the land. I leave him to his business. He leaves me to mine.
And Ramon?
I know nothing of this Neptune sea god, but I will kill him. I will kill him for you, my people, to prove to you that I do not hate you.
Shall we risk the phone lines, Jim?
I wouldn't, Andy.
Well, let's give it a go anyway. Line 1, you're on the air.
Hello, Ramon. I'm sure you know who this is.
Huh? Oh, Ennis skull, cut him off.
I will find you, you know.
Okay, line 2, you're on the air.
I fucked a pig!
He is crazy. He is a proud man.
I hate you people.
I love you people. Vote for me. Vote Ramon.
No, vote for me. Vote Jose. Line 3, you're on the air.
Leave us alone! Leave us alone! Just leave our county and leave us alone!
No, we will not.
You hear the terror in his voice, eh, boys? Yeah?
Yes, Jose.
That is the sound of victory.
No, it is the sound of power.
No, it is the sound of victory. You never understood, Ramon. Line 4, you're on the air.
Hello, Jose. Hello, Ramon. Just wanted to let you know that I have turned my homemade self-styled rocket ship into the basis of an intercontinental ballistic missile. And if either of you try anything...
Do you have any nuclear warheads for the tip of the missile?
Well, no, I don't.
I have 12.
Vote Jose.
Okay, over to line 5.
Oh, go on! They've got scales!
John Akers?
John, is that you? We thought you were dead.
No! We're on holiday! Not back! They're still here!
Line 6, you're on the air.
Okay, so you might be running for election, right? And you might be doing really good and all that, and then something might happen with a baby that makes people scream and shout, and they throw things at you, and it might hurt your chances of winning. And one thing might lead to another, and you might have to kill a whole shopping mall of people. You can get life for something like that.
Yes, he is right.
It is something that can happen. What?
Well, that's about all the time we've got here today on 94.3 Local Radio.
So why not join us tomorrow when the county will be in the middle of an election that's bound to tear it apart?
That's right, Jim. And there's something about the ultimate threat of destruction by overwhelming powers that I can't help but find...
Kind of arousing. Yeah, Andy, thanks.
No, Jim. I was going to say terrifying.
Really? Because it's given me a right stonker. It just won't go down.
94.3